As we navigate the complexities of life, we often find ourselves seeking guidance and wisdom to illuminate our path. Today, we embark on a journey to explore a fundamental symbol in Freemasonry, the square, and how its teachings can transform our lives both within as well as beyond our lodge.
The comments, opinions, and views shared during this program are of those individual Freemasons and do not reflect the official position of a Grand Lodge, concordant body, appendant body, Masonic Authority, or craftsmanonline.com.
Welcome to the Daily Masonic Progress Podcast with your host, Right Worshipful Brother Darren Allett.
In our exploration of the square, we'll delve into its significance in both operative stonemasonry as well as Freemasonry, and we'll also uncover how this simple tool encapsulates the core values of morality and truthfulness, as well as honesty, and serves as a guiding light for our actions as well as our decisions. Let us begin by considering the challenges we face in our daily lives. In a world filled with ethical dilemmas and competing interests, it's easy to feel lost or tempted to compromise on our values. We may find ourselves at a crossroads, uncertain of the right path forward. It is in these moments that the teachings of the square become invaluable. As Masons, we're called to square our actions by the principles of morality and virtue. The square reminds us that our decisions as well as our behaviours should align with the highest moral standards. For our ancient brethren, the square is rooted in the traditions of operative stonemasonry, but holds profound symbolism for us as speculative Masons. And just as the operative Mason relies on the square to ensure precise angles as well as structural integrity, we must use the square to build our moral character. The right angle of the square represents unwavering adherence to truth and honesty, while connection to the circle drawn by the compasses symbolizes the balance and harmony we seek in our lives. In the volume of the Sacred Law, there are numerous examples of the importance of living by the principles of the square. For example, in the book of Proverbs, we find this specific warning. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. Proverbs 3:3. This passage reminds us that mercy and truth, two of the virtues embodied by the square, should ever be present in our lives. They should adorn us like a necklace, always close to our hearts and guiding our thoughts and actions. Applying the lessons of the square in our daily lives, however, is not without its challenges. We face many situations where honesty and integrity do come at a personal cost, or where the easier path is to compromise on our values. It is in these moments where it is absolutely crucial to remember the consequences from straying from the square. You see, a life built on deceit and dishonesty is like a structure with a faulty foundation. Sure, it may stand for a little bit of time, but it'll eventually crumble under its own weight. To successfully apply the principles of the square, we must be willing to adapt and to grow. We must be honest with ourselves and acknowledge our own shortcomings, but at the same time, strive for continuous self-improvement. And this process of self-reflection and improvement is at the very heart of our Masonic teachings. Then, as we internalize the lessons of the square, we must also be prepared for the challenges and complexities of life. There are always going to be times when living by these principles will be difficult, and when we face opposition or even temptation. However, it is in these trying moments that the true power of the square shines through. By remaining steadfast in our commitment to morality, to truthfulness, and to honesty, we navigate these challenges with integrity, and by doing so, we emerge stronger and we emerge wiser. You see, the transformative impact of embodying the principles of the square cannot be overstated. When we align our lives with these virtues, we experience a profound sense of inner peace and fulfillment. We become pillars of strength and integrity in our communities, earning the trust and respect of those around us. Moreover, living by the teachings of the square, we can contribute to building a better world. We become agents of positive change and inspire others through our actions and the demonstration of the timeless values of Freemasonry. So let us reflect on some words from our ceremonies. The square teaches us to regulate our conduct with all mankind, and may these words resonate in our hearts and guide us to live in our daily lives. So by embracing the lessons of the square and allowing wisdom to shape our character and inform our actions, this enables us to become a living embodiment of the principles it represents, ever striving to be upright and true. And by doing so, we not only fulfill our obligations as Masons, but we contribute to the betterment of ourselves and to the world around us. So may the square be our constant companion and guide, illuminating our path and helping us to navigate the challenges of life with unwavering integrity.
This has been the Daily Masonic Progress Podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you follow us on Spotify or subscribe on Apple Podcasts. The Daily Masonic Progress Podcast is available on all streaming platforms with new episodes every week.